Marcus runs a one-person agency. Last month, he tracked every hour he spent not doing client work. Invoices, follow-up emails, scheduling, chasing leads that went cold. The number came back at 62 hours. That's a week and a half of his month gone. So he tried something a little crazy. He hired 4 AI agents to run that side of his business. For 30 days, he barely touched it. By the end, one of them saved him more time than the other 3 combined. And one of them completely embarrassed him. Let's be clear about why this isn't just a gimmick. Small business owners are already all in on this. In 2026, 82% of small business employers have invested in AI tools. That's from the SBE Council's Tech Use Survey. The same survey found the typical small business now runs about 5 AI tools at once, and 93% of them plan to keep spending on it next year. So this isn't hype anymore. It's the new normal for people running lean. But here's the shift that made Marcus's experiment possible. For years, these tools were assistants. You pressed a button, they did one thing, you pressed it again. That changed. The new tools are AI agents. And an AI agent is a worker you supervise, not a button you press. You give it a goal, it plans the steps. It does the work while you sleep. Then it comes back and says, "Here's what I did." Think about the difference like this. An assistant is a calculator. You have to be there pressing every key. An agent is more like a bookkeeper. You hand them the shoebox of receipts and walk away. That's the leap. And in 2026, it finally works well enough to test on a real business. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds expensive. 4 AI employees? Marcus kept a running total the whole month. I'll show you the real bill at the end, and it's smaller than one dinner out. Stick around for that. Marcus set 4 rules before he started. Rule 1. Nothing sends without his okay in week 1. Rule 2. Each agent gets exactly 1 job. Rule 3. He logs every minute saved, honestly. Rule 4. If an agent makes a mess, it stays in the video. No hiding the failures. He grouped the work into 3 parts. Everything that comes in, everything that gets done, and everything that goes out. 3 pillars. Let's start with the first one. Every business has a front door. For Marcus, it's his inbox. It's where leads land, where clients ask for things, where problems start. And it was buried. Around 200 unread emails on a normal Monday. Here's the old way. A lead emails at midnight. Marcus sees it the next afternoon. By then, they've messaged 2 competitors. He types a reply from scratch. Same reply he's typed 100 times. It takes 10 minutes he doesn't have. Here's the new way. Marcus brought in Lindy. Think of Lindy as the inbox butler. It reads every email as it lands. It sorts the urgent from the noise, and it writes a draft reply in his own voice, ready for him to check. The butler doesn't send anything yet. Remember Rule 1. Every morning, Marcus opens his inbox and finds it already sorted, with drafts waiting. He reads, he tweaks a line, he approves. What took an hour now takes 12 minutes. Does it sound like a robot? At first, a little. The first drafts were too formal, too many exclamation points. But you can feed it your old replies, and it learns your tone. After 4 days, his clients couldn't tell. One even complimented how fast he'd gotten. By the end of week 1, the butler was saving him around 6 hours a week, just on email. But a sorted inbox creates a new problem. Now Marcus can see all the work he'd been ignoring. And somebody has to actually do it. So the front door is handled, but behind that door is a pile of recurring jobs. The stuff that has to happen every week, whether Marcus feels like it or not. Invoices, follow-ups, reports. This is where most solo owners drown. The old way looked like this. Every Friday, Marcus sat down to send invoices. He'd forget one. A client wouldn't pay. He'd forget to chase them. 2 weeks later, he's short on cash and doesn't know why. The work got done, but only when he had energy left, which was rarely. So he brought in Sure Thing as the operations manager. It's one job: run the recurring work across the whole business. It knows every Friday means invoices. It knows an unpaid invoice at day 7 means a polite nudge. It handles the boring stuff that used to fall through the cracks. But here's the catch. The operations manager needs the tools to actually talk to each other. His invoicing app didn't know about his project tool. His project tool didn't know about his calendar. They were strangers. That's what Make does. Make is the glue. It's the plumbing that lets one tool pass work to the next without Marcus in the middle. A project marked done tells the glue to trigger an invoice. The invoice tells the operations manager to watch for payment. No human touching any of it. Now, is this the complicated part? Honestly, yes. Setting up the glue took Marcus a full afternoon. It's the least fun part of the whole month. But you build it once. After that, it just runs. Think of it like wiring a house. Annoying for a day, invisible forever after. Once the glue was set and the operations manager took over, Pillar 2 saved him about 8 hours a week. This was the big one. Cash started arriving on time, nothing got forgotten, and Marcus stopped dreading Fridays. And this is where it embarrassed him. In week 2, Marcus got confident and let the operations manager send without checking. It fired off a payment reminder to a client who had already paid. The day before. It looked pushy and a little dumb. The client replied, "Already sent, check your records." Marcus wanted to disappear. The lesson? These agents are workers, not magic. You still supervise them. He turned approvals back on and never fully switched them off again. So the inbox is handled. The recurring work runs itself. But there's a third pile. The stuff clients and leads actually see. Social posts, proposals, the polish. A solo owner is always too busy doing the work to look like a real company. That gap is where deals quietly die. Old way. Marcus knew he should post. He'd stare at a blank screen on a Sunday night, write nothing, and feel guilty. His feed had one post from 4 months ago. To a new lead, that looks like a business that might be dead. So he brought in Centra as the AI staff. Not one helper, a set of them. Each has one job with a name and a face. One drafts social posts, one writes first draft proposals, one turns a finished project into a short case study. The AI staff don't replace his judgment, they kill the blank page. Instead of writing a proposal from nothing, Marcus gets a solid first draft in his style and spends his time making it great instead of making it exist. That difference is everything when you're tired. Is the content amazing on its own? No, raw AI posts are a little bland. If you post them untouched, people can tell. The trick is using the draft as clay, not as the final statue. Marcus spends 5 minutes adding a real story to each one. 5 minutes beats 2 hours of staring. Pillar 3 saved him about 4 hours a week and did something the others couldn't. It made a one-person shop look like a team. 2 new leads that month said the same thing. "You guys seem really active." Guys, there's only one of him. So let's add it up honestly. The inbox butler, about 6 hours a week. The operations manager and the glue, about 8. The AI staff, about 4. That's roughly 18 hours a week handed back to Marcus. Nearly the entire 62 hours a month he started with. And the bill for all 4? Under $150 a month. That's the dinner out promise from the start. One nice dinner for a week and a half of your life back, every month. But here's the part nobody tells you. Marcus didn't use those 18 hours to relax. He used them to take on 2 more clients. The agents didn't just save time, they quietly raised his ceiling. If you take one thing from Marcus's month, take this. Don't try to hire all 4 agents on day 1. That's how people quit. Pick your worst pile, the one you dread most. For most people, it's the inbox. Start there. Get one agent working, trust it, then add the next, one at a time. Because here's the quiet truth. Someone in your exact business, in your exact city, already started doing this. They're the one who seems really active. They're the one answering leads at midnight without lifting a finger. You don't have to outwork them. You just have to stop doing everything by hand.
So I want to know.
If you could hand off just one pile tomorrow, the inbox, the recurring work, or the content, which one would it be? Tell me in the comments. I read them, and I'm building the next experiment around your answers. If this saved you even 1 hour of dread, do me a favor and hit subscribe. There's a lot more of this coming. I'll see you in the next one.